There are a number of voices that are speaking to this right now in our community. The IBs, David Cohen, who you interviewed recently, came out with a call for brands to relook at their brand safety strategies, to stop blunt keyword blocking, and to stop blocking news in its entirety, which many brands are doing. The 4As, along with TrustX and one or two other organizations, came out yesterday with their own study around brand suitability and what's going on with the news and the blocking of news today. And this isn't a new issue, but this crisis has accelerated the problem. So if you look back, you could see, really going back 2 years, 3 years, the problem of keyword blocking affecting news fairly dramatically, where brands, either intuitively or through a sense of performance, didn't want their brands appearing alongside of controversial content. So in order to remove any risk of that, they would either block news entirely or block a series of keywords that they thought might appear in controversial articles. And those at that time included even words like Trump. And Trump appears in many, 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 many articles. So you would have whole swaths of inventory blocked. This crisis accelerated that problem because brands started blocking coronavirus as a word. And it's appearing obviously on the front page of every newspaper, it's appearing on the front page of every display property, and it's appearing in multiple stories. And that is leading to a whole group, again, a whole swath of content, very high quality content on high quality publishers going unremunerated, unmonetized, especially at a time when these publishers are disproportionately investing in looking into this particular challenge. Now, so the question is there an ecosystem solution to that challenge? And the 4As yesterday put out this report talking about encouraging brands to look at brand suitability as opposed to keyword blocking. We have worked with our partner Peer39 to say, look, what can Peer39's technology do to help encourage advertisers to advertise on this very, very valuable publishers and premium content, where really our people are at today, because that's where audiences are going to find a trusted resource about how to deal with a crisis, what's going on, what's going to come next. And what we came away with, and what Peer39 has enabled for our brands, is to say, look, we can apply a contextual tool to ensure that we segment out the sentiment of a given story or a given context in which the word corona appears. And if you do that, you'll find, according to our colleagues at Peer39, and we're testing this now, that you can expose up to 30 to 35% more inventory than if you're just using a blunt keyword tool. And in the short time that we've had this in market, we've seen a number of brands want to do this. Brands want to be a part of ensuring that high quality media is funded. From our data and our experience, we see that somewhere between around 50%, slightly more, of brands have paused their marketing activity, which is perfectly understandable, particularly for retailers whose stores have closed, or for other brands who feel like they need to take a moment and reassess what kind of messages they're sending out in this time of crisis. And for the 48% who are still advertising, we do see a disproportionate number of them engaging in keyword blocking as it relates to news and coronavirus. So what we're trying to do here is, one, take in the situation. Obviously, advertising is not at the top of people's minds right now, but it is important. This whole situation has highlighted how critical advertising supported content is, how critical it is to us as a society. And, I think brands who compose obviously some of the most iconic businesses in the world and in the country don't see themselves as something apart from society. They are a part of society, and they want their advertising to drive a purpose greater than simply profit or greater than simply connecting to consumers. And one of those purposes can be to help fund, finance, and encourage the development of healthy media. And right now, more than ever, we need that trusted and healthy media to be funded.